Hi there, welcome back to another DungeonDanger Devlog video. Today I'm gonna take you through the first playtest week. So what I did this week is I was focusing on making a playable map. So I started out this week by making this little map, and I'm gonna take you through it today to show you everything that I made. So first off, we have the pots here. You can break them. There's a little tutorial section over here. You can read these signs, which is supposed to show you how to interact with certain objects. The sign tells you that you can jump by just walking over the edge. And then this part over here, you can have a little bit of an extra challenge to try and get up here to get some more coins. And then if you actually go up here, then you reach the end and you enter the main hall of the demo dungeon. So the goal that I made up for this dungeon is reaching this final floor. So what you have to do is you have to activate all of these stairs, and it's going to show you a little cutscene of the stairs going up, and then right away, you get the idea. The stairs need to go up so you can enter that. This statue is actually supposed to be in another room over here, which I wasn't able to finish in time. Then if you go in here, there are some interactable torches and this staircase, and then when you reach the top, there's uh, another one of those things, and then you can activate this part of the stair. Check out this sign, and it's gonna tell you the correct order for the torches. So if I then go ahead and light all these torches in the correct order, and go up here again and light these two, then it shows you that this locked door is opened. So let me go ahead and go over here. This is actually a new section that I made. It's a platforming section. So that's why I started out with this, just to get familiar with the movements. And then over here, it's going to get a little bit harder. So if you stand on the platform, it's going to take you along. And then if you time it correctly, you can actually step on the other platforms. So let me just wait on the right cycle. If I go over here, and step onto this one, and then maybe I can reach. No, I can't. So I have to try again. Let me just wait a little bit, stand on this one, and then as you can see, this is the last one of these activation things, and you see the door is actually locked, so I have to I can't go back and go in there right away. I have to wait and get a key first. So when you go over here, there's a little demo for the targeting system. As you can see, it's snapping at the moment, but I need to change that later. So yeah, it teaches you how to snap and how to target and how to switch targets. And then if you light all these torches, it's going to open one more room, and then you can just grab these things before heading on over to this basically final room, which is like this mini boss. As you can see, I only have the bats enemies for now. So if I target them and attack them, I also added this little red flashing, so it indicates that you actually damage the enemy. Um, as you can see as well, the items like the hearts and the coins actually despawn. I added that this week. As you can see, there's the final key. Can go up here, unlock this door, and then it's actually saying that is the end of the playtest. There's nothing in this room, and if I drop down here, I can't go back anymore, so I'm not doing that. One more thing that I forgot to showcase is I added this fall damage mechanic. So if I go down here, you can see it does a little bit of damage. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things that change during the playtesting. Mainly some mechanics. Let me just get out my notes here real quick. So I made a little list of all the playback feedback, you can hear here you can actually see the document the feedback that I got from people. It's in Dutch, so you're, yeah, most people probably can't read it. I got a lot of positive feedback, mainly for the puzzle mechanics and the movement. Combat is still quite a big issue, so I actually changed some things about it. Um, I completely removed the grabbing and putting away of the weapon because some players just thought it was confusing and yeah, there's not really a need for it. Um, there was also no ground check when you were attacking, so people were breaking the game by jumping in the air, attacking, and then hovering over to platforms that can't be reached normally. I got some errors as well. The enemies were a little bit too hard. I actually did two playtest runs. The first one was just this Wednesday, so 2 days ago, and then yesterday I made a new build. I changed a lot of features like the yeah, like these bugs and the grabbing and putting away of the weapon. Changed all of that. Added a little shield just for visuals. It doesn't do anything yet. Um, and I added the damage feedback. And then these things are actually from the playtest that I did today. So I'm still going to implement, yeah, these things. There were no really, not really any uh, complaints about the gameplay other than some bugs people found. There are still some issues with the targeting system, like when you have an object targeted, you can just move away from it and it stays targeted, but I'm going to change it so that when you move away from it uh, at some range, it's either going to change to a nearby enemy or it's going to stop yeah, completely stop the targeting. And yeah, other things like the hitbox for the pots didn't really feel nice, so people kept swinging over it with their swords, which doesn't work. And yeah, like I just said, switching between targets is not that smooth, so I have to do that. One more thing I added before was the little cutscenes, as you can yeah, you were able to see that. So that's great. I already put together the sprint for next week. So what I'm gonna work on is mainly the enemies because that's just a really important thing right now. I only have the bats, and I still need to make a boss in the end as well. I already started working on the save manager and I mean the game manager and the save statues. Um, so yeah, I can finish that up off next week. The player is gonna need some more things. Are gonna need some more states and yeah, the some of these things yeah need to be changed over at the player. And yeah, as you can see, I made this map. Let me just show you real quick. Um, I made this entire map with the Pro Builder tools in Unity. Pretty happy about it, so I think I'm gonna keep the layout pretty similar. Like I told you before, the room over here still needs to be done. I can actually show you this image that I made. So this map is actually based on Ocarina of Time Forest Temple, but then instead of having multiple levels, it's actually just all on one level. And I thought of the route, but I'm still going to change some things. I think this first part is going to be extended quite a bit because this is the tutorial section. So for now, it's only a tutorial about the movement, about the platforming, but I'm also going to add a chamber in between those, in between these two, that just gives a little bit more explanation about targeting and interacting with objects because I noticed that a lot of players were having some issues with that. So that by the time you reach this floor, you already know the core mechanics of the game. I think this is gonna be pretty similar. Maybe I'm gonna add a key in here somewhere or add a side room that has another little puzzle or objective. And then this part I liked really much, so I'm gonna expand on it a little bit. So I'll probably add some platforms that are going up and down, and I might as well. Uh, add like a little checkpoint at some point. So, for example, if you reach this platform and fall down, you don't have to start from all the way over there. You can just try from here. And yeah, so this part is going to go a little bit more into the sky and around, and then you reach the mini boss room, which looks like this for now, but I'm gonna change it because I don't really like the shape of it. I was trying to base it on the mini boss room in Ocarina of Time where you fight the mini boss in the Dongo's Cavern. Um, but it didn't really work out for now, so I'm gonna change that. Um, yeah, that's, I think I've covered about everything. Let me just quick this real quick. Yeah, there's quite a lot of feedback that I got. Most of it was positive, and I'm actually really glad that some people were able to break parts of my games. Some people really had to try really hard. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. I'll update you next week, and then we'll see where we're at that moment. All right, bye bye.